Don't miss CCGCastle.com, best place for Pokemon trading card game. You can find singles for standard, legacy, or expanded format, sealed products like booster box, teams, team decks. With TCG Center 5 code, you will get 5% discount on your purchase. Check video description or visit CCG Castle. Hello and welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we'll be looking at a deck for the expanded format, and this one is Durant Mew. So basically, the first time Durant was introduced in Noble Victories with its Devour attack for 1 metal energy, which says that for each Durant you have in play, you can discard the top card of your opponent deck. So basically with 4 Durants you can discard 4 cards per turn. And also we have Mew that is printed in the Fate Scalade, which can also use Encounter. For 1 energy you can use Durant attack and copy it and just discard cards from your opponent deck. So this is the combination. So the main point of this deck is to deck out your opponent. Some other cards that I have in this deck are just, I don't know, pretty interesting. I decided to run 4 Acro Bikes. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 and discard other 1. You need to put 1 into your hand. Acro Bike is here just because to accelerate your deck, because you just don't want to play N or Professor Juniper, because that can help your opponent. If you play N, for example, I gave him a fresh hand, so Acro Bike is my choice right here. 2 Battle Compressor, just because I have a lot of different supporter cards. If I can hit Battle Compressor on my turn 1 with a Versus Seeker, and I have, for example, Energy and Mew, I can go with the Brigette and put 3 Durants on my bench, which is definitely good. 4 Crushing Hammer, flip a coin if heads, discard an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Definitely we need Crushing Hammers if we want to discard some energies attached to our Pokemons in play. 4 Level Balls, search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP, reveal and put into your hand. So basically Level Ball is here for Mew and Durant. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time. With 2 copies of Puzzle of Time at the same time, you can grab any 2 cards from the discard pile and put them into your hand. This is definitely good because we can use 3 times Life Dew in 1 single game. 2 Revives, so I can revive back my Durants. Super Rod, 2 copies of Switch, which can actually be replaced with Headringers. So you can decide if you want to play 2 copies of Switch or 2 copies of, I would say, Headringers. In some situation, Headringer could be better, but I just decide to go with 2 Switches. 3 copies of Trainers Mail, 4 copies of Versus Seekers. From supporter cards, I have 1 Brigette, 1 Lysandre, 4 copies of N. It's really good in early game because your opponent needs to spend so much cards to burn his hand to set up, and when he's just set up you can just end him and he can draw more and more cards and you can just continue to discard more and more cards from his deck. And actually N can help you a lot in the late game, but the reason why I play Ns is just because I don't want to discard my resources. 1 Juniper, 1 Team for Grunt. Discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Also for the deck I have 1 Team Rocket's Handiwork, flip 2 coins, for each case discard 2 cards from your opponent deck. 2 copies of Teammates, when I get knocked out I can grab any 2 cards from my deck that I want. Xerosic, to discard 1 special energy or tool, 1 Life Dew as its ace spec, 2 copies of Rescue Scarves, and 7 metal energies in total. So this is my deck list for Durant Mew expanded deck. If you want to play it, you can try to play it. If you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on CCGCastle.com. You can find the link in my video description, so also don't miss to check that. And with this TCG Center 5 code, you can also try that and get it will get you 5% discount on your purchase. So yeah, after this, a little deck review. I'm going to play 2 or 3 games, so you guys can actually try to see this deck in action. So I hope I can try to record some good games, but to be honest, in expanded format it's just hard to find some competitive decks, so I will try to do my best. So see you in the game. Alright, so I'm going with the heads, and I lost the coin flip. Chimera is choosing who's going first. Chimera sounds so... I don't know, it's like I already played with this guy. I'm not 100% sure. It sounds like familiar, but I can't say for 100%, but never mind. There's a Zubat with the free flight ability. If this Pokemon has no energy attached to it, it has free retreat. So I started with Durant. I have that Life Dew, Level Ball, Acro Bike, Bell Compressor, and the Versus Seeker, so I can have pretty strong opening hand. But I just hope I can top deck energy so I can actually start to devour my opponent. Will that be the case? We shall see. If I can find energy card, I guess I can just go with the Bell Compressor for the Brigette and a Versus Seeker. But let me just play one of my level balls so I can expect the situation. So I have a lot of Durant. So I have all 8 Pokemons in my deck, which is good. Let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely going with one Brigette, one Teammates, and maybe one Professor Juniper. So from now on, it all depends on the next 2 cards. Rescue Scarf and Level Ball, so I guess I'm just going to grab a Level Ball for another Durant. So another Durant just enters the field. And Professor Juniper. So this is not that bad. There's another round of Acro Bike and another Level Ball, so I guess I'm just going to grab another Level Ball so I can have 4 Durants on my turn 1. And well, what else I can expect? I mean, I can devour my opponent on my turn 1 for 4 cards. I also have Life Dew attached to my Durant, so even if you knock him out, he's just not going to grab a prize. And I managed to discard like 2 Professor Sycamores and 1 Hypnotoxic Laser and 1 Trainers Mail, so really nice discarding. So I can't complain. There's a Seismitoad EX, and this is gonna be 20 damage counters, and if there is double Colress, no, just a single Water Energy and a Muscle Band, so I'm pretty safer now. I guess from this point I can just play Crushing Hammer. I'm not going to charge any energy from my hand, just because I don't know if my opponent played those Crushing Hammers. So far I'm good. I'm not going to take that Quaking Punch. Oh, there's a Teammates, really nice top deck. So Tails, let's go with that. Team Flare Grunt, and let's go with another round of Devour for 4 more cards, so he's down to 36. Oh, I see another Water Energy and a Silent Lab. So as long as he does not have supporter card, which he probably does not have, and a double Colress Energy, I'm pretty good. That Seismitoad EX cannot attack. Plus I have that Teammates sitting in my hand that can actually allows me to grab any 2 cards after I get knockout. But I also have that Life Dew, so it's pretty noticeable. I mean, I can even go with N for the next turn, so I can actually be sure that I can prevent my opponent from Quaking Punch me. But if he finds double Colress, which he will find, he's just going to knock me out. Oh, dude, you don't need to play Hypnotoxic Laser. I mean, yeah, there's a Quaking Punch, no doubt about that. It's a knockout. I just can't play item cards anymore. Yeah, that sucks. That Quaking Punch, it's going to be so annoying. Yeah, I'm thinking something like Lysandre and maybe Xerosic. Yeah, true, definitely. So the war for 3. Good. I just discarded one more Golbat. I'm pretty happy with that. And I also but there's a Crobat. This is going to be knockout and one more double Colress on Mewtwo EX. So yeah, 2 more Durants left. It's time for a Xerosic. No doubt about that. Let's pass. So 24 cards left. After this turn, at least, if I can somehow prevent my opponent from Quaking Punch, I can go with N. I can try to find a fresh hand of 6. Chance to find a few more Crushing Hammers so I can hit them. Another DC, so let me see how many Super Scoop Ups he had. 2. Alright, so I think it's a time for Lysandre on another Seismitoad EX. And there's a Trainer's Mail for a Silent Lab. Luckily, he don't have nothing. So definitely right now it's a time to Lysandre that Seismitoad on the bench. So Quaking Punch for 50. Just hope that my opponent cannot top deck anything. Oh, sorry for that. Okay, so there's a Silent Lab. And I don't know what's the second card. And he actually gave it the victory. I'm pretty impressed. Let's try to play one more game. Alright, so let's try to see this Durant in action. I'm going second. Actually, give my opponent a chance to go first. Let's put that Durant down to the bench. And I see that Team Flare Grunt. And I must say that I don't like that. My opponent playing Gengar. Gengar deck in expanded. It could be interesting. But I can draw 3 extra cards. I hope I can get something like Brigette on my turn 1. Maybe Battle Compressor. Battle Compressor, really nice. So there is a Photon Wave Mewtwo EX. With double Colress he can hit for 30 and reduce the damage for 30 that you can actually does to him during your next turn. And there is Hunter, so he can leave both of us with a Gothic Fear confused. But he actually didn't do that. And there is my first Battle Compressor. So I'm opening with one draw supporter like N. I'm going with the Brigette. And I think I will go with Team Rocket's Handiwork. I don't have Team Flipfront. A Versus Seeker for Brigette. So I can actually fill my bench with more Durants. I hope I have 3 more left. I have 2, so I can hit for 3. Crushing Hammer. Heads, really nice. What I can find with the Acro Bike, Switch and Juniper. Guess I'm going to grab Juniper. Trainers Mail. Another Crushing Hammer, I guess. Rescue Scarf. Energy. Let's go with the War. He's going down to 42 cards. So 42 more cards left. I just deck out his Espeon and 2 energies in discard pile already. Oh, this is DC, so it's going to be a knockout, but a not big deal. With the teammates, I guess I can grab. What? He does not have Gengar. Okay, so I'm going to promote my Durant in the front because I actually have resistance. Oh, 2 Crushing Hammers, 1 heads, 1 shot. So Teammates actually can give me like 2 energy cards. I'm pretty happy with that. That's all I really need. So let's go for another round of Devour for 3 more cards. He's going down to 38. Oh, I could actually grab 1 Life Dew. So there's a Gengar. So Gengar can hit with Sensitive Fog, and he can actually leave my opponent, leave my active Pokemon poisoned, and put 1 damage counter to each other Pokemon in play. So let's try with another round of Crushing Hammer and another Heads. 1 energy to my other Durant, and let's just go with another round of Devour. Okay, really nice. 7 energy already in his discard pile, so I think that there's no big chance for my opponent pretty much anymore. I top decked another Crushing Hammer. Will there be another Heads? No, it's a Tails. So let's go with this Juniper. It's not a Sycamore. I don't know why I always trying to say Sycamore. So Acro Bike for Puzzle of Time, definitely. Another round of the war. He's going down to 30, and how many energies he play? I already discarded 10 energies. I already discarded like 10 energies, and there's finally energy and a photon wave for like 10. Versus Seeker. Can I use something with the Versus Seeker? Oh, yes, I actually can use something. The Team Rocket's Handiwork. 1 heads, 2 heads. That's 4 cards, and that's 3 more cards with that Devour. So he's down to 22 cards already. Let's take a look on some cards in his deck. 2 Team Flare Grunt, Espeon, and Phantom also. So a strange deck list, but it really doesn't matter too much. So there is a Professor's Letter for 2 energies. He's desperately trying to build up that Mewtwo EX. Oh, so he's decided to retreat, so he can actually put 1 damage counters to all of my Pokemons in play, and plus poisoned. Okay, that's gonna be big problem for me. Let's see what I can find with the Trainers Mail. Revive. I guess I don't need any of these cards. Let's just go with the 4 for now. Maybe he played a few more cards from his hand, so I can actually just hit him with N, so he can draw some extra cards. Next turn he can spread 10 more damage to all of my Pokemons. Yes, as I mentioned it, so there is 1 energy, so he can actually right now knock out my Durant. I'm going to promote my Mew in the front. I'm going to play that Revive onto my Durant. I guess I can play also Rescue Scarf and a Teammates. So 2 copies of Puzzle of Time, or maybe just better Life Dew, and a Lysandre. Another round of Devour. He's going down to 12, so all I really need is just Lysandre, his Mewtwo, with the 2 energy retreat cost, and if he does not have Switch or Escape Rope, he just can't do pretty much nothing. Sensei. Okay, another 10 damage to all of my Pokemon in play. 10 to my active. Yeah, it's time for Lysandre. And another round of the war, so 3 more cards. 8 more cards left, 4 prizes left to take. I guess I'm okay. So 7 more cards left. There's a DC, so he can retreat again and take the knockout, which is huge. He's down to 3 prizes. Promote just that Mew in the front. Okay. Life Dew. Retreat. And I mean, I need new hand definitely. Okay, so I just got what I was looking for. So there's a revive for that Durant. I can mill him right now down to like 6. If he tries to knock me out, he's just not going to grab that prize card. And after that, pretty much, I can play 2 of my Puzzle of Times. And I can just grab... Oh, I don't even need to play them. I can just grab versus Seeker for Handiwork, and I can try to get at least 1 heads. So I just got 1 heads, and the war for 3 is enough for decking out my opponent and to win this game. So let's try to play 1 more game after this, and after that we can get the final conclusion for this. Alright, so let's take a look how good this Durant deck can be in expanded format. Alright, so I want to coin flip, and I can actually choose if I go if I want to go first or second. Let's just give my opponent a chance to go first. I can actually try to set up with my Durants and try to deck out my opponent from my turn 1. And my opening hand is pretty good and pretty strong. I have Level Ball, I have Trainers Mail, I have Metal Energy, Acro Bike, and so there's a good chance that I can actually open strong. 46 cards left in my opponent deck. If I can, in theory, if I can discard 4 cards per turn, I need like 8 or 9 turns to deck out my opponent. So there is Hoopa EX, and he can actually grab up to 3 EXs from his deck. So there's Keldeo, Shaman, and a Darkrai. Interesting. Max Elixir, nothing. Alright. Darkrai EX with Darklock. 1 energy to active Darkrai, and will there be maybe Professor Juniper? No, just a rush in. After the rush in, there's a Dark Patch. Already 2 energies and a Shaman. Set up for 5 cards, so this was a pretty fast opening for my opponent. So he's down to 37 cards, and it's my turn. Alright, so let's grab 1 more Durant. I have a lot of Durants. All 4 Durants are in my deck. Let's see what I can find with... I'm not going to complain. I just hit the Brigette. It's like I hit the lottery ticket. I have 4 Durants on my turn 1. Just can't complain too much. Rescue Scarf. Yeah, definitely going to take Rescue Scarf. I mean, it's not Life Dew, but it's Rescue Scarf. So I saw that Hypnotoxic Laser, this is big deal. Luckily it's discarded. And a Trainer's Mail. So he actually need only a single energy on that Keldeo so he can retreat with it. because he have that Dark Lock ability. There's a Verbing City Gym and Professor Juniper. This ooh, that was huge. He just discarded 3 Dark Patches, and this is going to be a knockout. Unfortunately, 90 damage is enough for the knockout in this situation. I wish I have a teammates in my Discord file, but I don't have. So I guess I can attach energy, and I need to go with my N. I'm definitely looking for the fresh hand, so... Oh, this is good. 2 Crushing Hammers. My opponent go down to 26. 1 Crushing Hammer, 1 Heads. Let it be from the active Darkrai. Can I manage to find another Heads on the Crushing Hammer? Yes, 2 Heads in a row. Wow, this is just ridiculous. Acro Bike. Another round of N for the next turn. And let's just go with the Vor, so he's down to 22 cards. He just cannot attack without the DC, or double colorless energy. So I'm pretty good. If he missed the turn for attack, I'm in good situation, definitely. Oh, there's a Hypnotoxic Laser, let it be Tails. No, so I'm not knock it out. Battle Compressor, I can use that. Lysandre, Deep Rocket's Handiwork, and 1 copy of Teammates. It's going to be discarded. I'm also looking for a N at this turn, so he can actually grab 2 extra cards. I didn't found energy card. This is bad. At the end of the turn, I'm going to be knock it out. Never mind. The War, so he's down to 15. I'll knock it out. I'm just going to promote another 70. Let's go with 1 Durant. I mean, I have Revive, so I can just revive it back onto my bench. I just want to have Mew for the free treat. I can grab Teammates next turn. Teammates for maybe, I don't know, 2 Puzzle of Times. Or just for the energy, and, well, it all depends on what I can top deck. So he's down to 14 cards. I need to grab like 14 cards. He's down to 3 prizes. I don't have Life Dew, but I think it's time for Life Dew right now. So let's go with Teammates. Where's the Life Dew? Where's the Life Dew? Puzzle of Time. No, I don't have Life Dew. Say goodbye to Life Dew. I can try with 2 Crushing Hammers. Let's see if I can hit a Heads on at least 1. No. Revive for that Durant. I guess I'm going to take, I don't know, Metal Energy. And just maybe another Metal Energy. So 2 copy of Metal Energies. And the War again for like 4, so he's down to 10. After this turn he's down to 9. There is good chance that I can actually win this. There is good chance. And a Versus Seeker for N. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I really miss that Life Dew. I mean, he's going to end me. It's down to 2 prizes and 9 cards, and I need to hit that heads on that coin flip. Let's move 1 energy from Keldeo. Well, I can surprise him by playing N before he do that. I mean, I don't have nothing to lose. I can try maybe to do something. There's a level ball, so I can grab a Mew on my bench. So for the next turn, all 4 hammers discarded. Let's go with the 4. So it's going to be 4 extra cards discarded. No sign of the N. Again, he attached that energy onto Keldeo. And he's looking for Versus Seeker with a Trainers Mail. Alright, so he can grab pretty much anything with the Versus Seeker. He's down to 2 prizes. I lost this matchup just because I didn't have a Life Dew, so actually Life Dew cost me pretty much a victory in this game. I would say that. Versus Seeker for teammates, and I think I can grab, I don't know. No, I lost this. I lost this. Anything, doesn't matter what I can grab. I don't have another Puzzle of Time, so I can't grab my Crushing Hammers and put them back into my deck, so all I can really do is go with the 4 for 4 cards. So he's down to 5, and he also have that N. So I actually lost. Alright, so there's a Dark Pulse, and it's a GG. So final conclusion for this deck, actually it's really interesting to play with it. I was not able to record some meta decks in that expanded format. Trust me, I tried to play over 30 games with this deck, and actually this was the best 3 plays that I was managed to play. A lot of people are just playing those team decks, but anyway, the main focus of deck is, as I already mentioned it, to deck out your opponent. Deck list is really good and strong. It's really powerful. It's really balanced, so you can actually be able to draw cards each turn, and to be able to respond to your opponent attacks from different perspectives. So basically, all you really can try to replace in this deck, maybe 2 copies of Switch for 2 head ringers, so you can actually have more disruptive start for your opponent EX Pokemons. And maybe you can cut down those Acro Bikes and try to add those roller skates, so you can actually try to flip a coin and get 3 extra cards if you hit the heads. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to like it, or dislike it if you don't like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already didn't, and if you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. So once again, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.